Hello, everybody out there in YouTube and social media helicopter loving land. This is for newbies. Attention newbies that are in the helicopters. This is in the Nano series of blade. I recently picked up a CPS Nano, which is right here. More or less, I figured it would be a parts bird. The people on eBay very rarely tell the truth. There's always something, seems like. So I'm okay with that. I bought this and it's becoming a good parts bird. I practiced on it today. I put a set of hardened steel feathering shaft on it today from Micro Healy. There's the new shaft kit. So I put a practice set on here, did all that, went off my YouTube videos, and I will keep this as a parts bird. Many of the parts off this are the same as the Nano S3s, very similar. So I can't use everything. However, a lot of things that you have to buy that, they run up a little bit in price. I have extra parts. So something else I've done is I bought a few parts from Micro Healy. Excuse me, this is my first time. And I bought the bullet main blades, which have the little bullet end on them that blade supplies as stock. That gives you more control. I do not do 3D. I do scale and speed flying. At least that's my plan. So from what I'm hearing, the blades are better if they have the blade on it. It gives you better tracking, whatever. And I did buy one green set without the bullets because I like the green. I have a swash plate leveler, and I have 3 of the feathered steel blade shaft sets. So I'm stocked up on parts. I have, parts here, extra blades, etc. that came with these Nanos. And so I have just about everything you need, more or less. I'm real careful. I try to do the best I can on flying. I don't like tearing anything up. I do have my carbon fiber training gear set on standby. It is close to the Nanos in case I decide I need it again. I wore out my first set. Newbies, I do recommend buying these from E-flite. There's your number. That's your blade E-flite number for that. You can attach those to the bottom, and it'll keep you from turning over when you first start flying in your kitchen floor or on your carpet. Excuse me. And it'll keep you from flipping over too easy. That'll save you a lot of repairs, especially when you're new. That's one of the most discouraging things that'll get you out of the foam airplane hobby, or what I'm finding out in helicopters. A quick crash can disappoint you a lot, especially when hobby grade anything costs $90 or more. That's quite a bit of money when you have to explain it to your wife. So at any rate, I do have a larger set for the 3 CFX 180 blades I have, and I do have a 230S coming. That's a eBay purchase as well, and it's a really large set of training gear that you put on it, and it will definitely help me get it dialed in, help keep me from turning over. By then, I'll know pretty much how it's going to feel as it's coming off the ground, if it's going to hover, that sort of thing. And I get all that dialed in. See, that saves a lot of money, especially the bigger this helicopter gets. I can't even begin to tell you the prices. If you start looking at larger helicopters, what each little part costs, it's amazing. Even on the Nanos, it's a few bucks. A few bucks is a few bucks. So at any rate, learn on these if you can. Learn on a small one. You can learn on the 230S, they say. I don't doubt it a bit, and there's others you can learn on. However, the cost, man, you got to think about the money, because you don't want it to break. If it does, you want to fix it, and then you break it again, you fix it. So, you can get irritated. And I will tell you one thing for certain. These Nanos, me working on these today, this is tiny. I've got a light system here. I'll back up a little bit. That I can put that any position I want, and it has a really nice magnifying glass. So you can see the difference, how that really helps me on magnifying. And down here at the bottom, there's an extra special magnifying glass. And so I can see these pretty well. Let me tell you what, it's tiny. You have to really struggle, and you better put your stuff on a background that will not fall off, like this white towel I have, and you better be really careful. Even get you a magnet holder that will hold the metal, because once it falls on the floor, dudes, let me tell you what, it's history. It is gone. There's Oreo, my little terrier. How you doing, Oreo? She's doing good. Wants to be held. So, just thought I would share that. Going to have to pack all this up and move on to something else. I have to reprogram the mighty DX6E Spectrum, the greatest transmitter ever made, according to me, until I buy another one, and then that will be the greatest one. And my Go All silicone lubricant, recommended for everything. Excuse me. I put that crap on everything. So, seriously, there are different kinds of lubricants that you use, and boy, I tell you what, YouTube's full of them. Everybody's got an opinion. You know what they say, everybody's got one, and on opinions about lubricants, everybody's got one. So, definitely study up on that, and as you progress, just be careful of the addiction. You'll spend lots and lots of money. So, just kind of be conservative if you can, and if you can't be conservative, just blow that money and blow your kids' inheritance and your grandchildren. That's what I've done. This is their inheritance. These helicopters and that dog. So this is the old man doing stuff down here. Prattville, Montgomery, Alabama. Thank you for listening. Noobs. Noobs unite. If you need any help, just come here and we will help you. And we'll try not to let the trolls bother you too much. Y'all take care.